Football Manager 2014 is a football management simulation video game developed by Sports Interactive and published by Sega. It was released on Microsoft Windows, OS X, Linux on October 30, 2013. A handheld version titled Football Manager Handheld 2014 was released for iOS and Android on November 14, 2013. A PlayStation Vita version titled Football Manager Classic 2014 was released on April 11, 2014. Development: the game was announced on August 14, 2013 on Football Manager's official website. A beta version of the game was available for download 2 weeks prior to the game is released. Exclusive to those who pre-order the PlayStation Vita version is titled Football Manager Classic 2014, and unlike other handheld versions of the previous installments in the series, it will include the 3D match engine. This version is designed for quicker game progress than the PC version. One of the new features of Football Manager 2014 is Football Manager 2014 Steam Workshop. You can search many free content from Football Manager Steam Workshop and download it and share your to the Football Manager Steam Workshop. For example, you can share your tactics, your favorite skins, league and data updates, kits, challenges, views, filters, shortlists, match plans, versus mode teams, basebacks, logos and custom database options. Football Manager 2014 Steam Workshop is like a social site of the people who play Football Manager 2014. In Football Manager 2014 Steam Workshop you can discuss Football Manager 2014 with anyone, subscribe items you like to your friends, see your friend a unregistered trademark's favorite items and follow your favorite authors. Gameplay: the game is now integrated with Steam Workshop, providing an alternative method for sharing content such as photo logo packs, competitions and user-created challenges using the new challenge editor. FM14 features a revamped transfer module where opposing clubs and managers adopt a more realistic approach when making or responding to transfer offers. In addition, a number of newer real-world unregistered trademark transfer clauses have been added, such as the ability to loan a player back to the club unregistered trademark has just been bought from, and the option to offer a combination of cash and loan players, as well as new contract clauses such as a sub-bench appearance fee. The older turn based unregistered trademark system of transfer negotiations can now be done two ways: the tried and tested system and a newer Olivia unregistered trademark system, similar to that used in Football Manager's contract negotiations. Interaction between players, managers, their rivals and the media has been improved. For example, members of the coaching staff now offer feedback on how reserve and youth team players are performing. Managers can also ask key players to have a word with unhappy squad members, while the introduction of an end-of-season meeting allows the manager to let the squad know how they have performed and set targets for the coming season. Contract negotiations are more realistic in the game, as managers and boards can now make demands and lay down their visions for the club in both initial job interviews and contract renewal discussions. Managers can attempt to renegotiate transfer and wage budgets as a reward for staying loyal if their unregistered trademark have been offered a job by another club, with the outcome helping to aid their decision on whether to move or not. The new system has been overhauled so managers can now deal with many club matters directly from their inbox. In addition, news is now color-coded, based on category, and contains more detail. For example, scout reports now appear as a single news item with a top-line report on all players scouted and the facility to shortlist or make an offer for each of these players. For the first time in the series, star players will have a testimonial having been at the club for a certain period of time or when they announce their retirement. The match engine features extensive improvements, including enhanced AI, improved lighting and player animation, individual player character and kit models, more realistic player reaction to on-field incidents and a range of optimizations. Creation of tactics, selection and implementation with player roles and team strategies, definable roles for players for multiple positions, new player roles and instructions and improvements to rival managers unregistered trademark AI have been overhauled so that they adapt their tactics more readily over time. There is a total of 51 initially playable nations and 117 playable leagues. The editor allows the players to add any lower-level league to existing leagues, as well as the creation of new ones. Reception: Football Manager 2014 has received mostly positive reviews. The PC version of the game has received 85/100 on Metacritic. GameZone's Jake Valentine gave it an 8.5/10, stating the unregistered trademark "'s not always fun to look at spreadsheets for hours upon hours in a video game, even if it is your kind of thing. Yet Football Manager 14 finds a way to make it fun." On February 12, 2014, it was announced that the game was nominated for a BAFTA in the Best Sports Game category. As of March 31, 2014, the game has sold 790,000 copies in Europe and North America. References. External links: official website.